In any huge tech project, who do you think is the most important partner? You'd probably say it's the developers, right? But what if I told you the real key to success lies somewhere else entirely? Today, we're diving into a story that uncovers the true best friend of configuration management. And trust me, the answer might surprise you.
When a project fails, we almost always blame bad code. But one expert said something that really makes you think. There are moments when human relationships break down before the code does. Wow, that idea is at the very heart of our story. It's a huge reminder that sometimes the biggest bugs aren't in the software, they're between the people. All right, so let's set the scene. Picture this. We're following a lead configuration manager on a massive project. Their job was to create an invisible order, basically to be the one force stopping the whole thing from spiraling into complete chaos. And when I say massive, I am not kidding. We're talking over 200 people. You had your programmers, testers, infrastructure engineers, operations staff, the whole shebang. Just try to imagine the sheer complexity of getting all those moving parts to work together. So, smack in the middle of all this organized chaos was the Configuration Management Team, or CM. Their one job? To create that invisible order, that hidden structure that allows a project of this scale to actually function without just falling apart. The CM team did exactly what they're supposed to do. They created blueprints for everything. But as we're about to find out, even the most perfect blueprints can hit a hard wall when they meet reality. To create all this order, the team produced a mountain of documents. We're talking programming standards, setup procedures, deployment manuals, a detailed guide for literally every single step of the process. And this wasn't just some simple copy and paste job. Oh no. Each client's environment was totally unique, so every blueprint had to be meticulously rebuilt from the ground up every single time. The author actually calls this environment adaptive architecture, which really captures just how custom and detailed this job was. Yet, even after all that incredible effort, our narrator had this gnawing realization. They could organize the documents perfectly, but something fundamental was always missing. The blueprints alone just weren't enough. So, what was it? The missing piece was the real environment. It was a massive light bulb moment. They realized that all those perfectly crafted documents are basically worthless if they aren't tied directly to the live infrastructure. The theory on the page was living in a completely different universe from the reality on the servers. And that realization, that huge disconnect between paper and reality, is a major turning point. If you're getting some value from this look at the human side of tech, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps a lot. Clap top, thumbs up.
This whole realization sparked a complete shift in their perspective. And it brings us right back to the central question of this entire explainer.
If documents aren't the answer, then what is, or rather, who is? Who is the one partner that configuration management absolutely cannot succeed without? The server team. That's it. It's not the programmers, not the testers. It's the people who build and manage the very environment the code has to live in. This is the best friend configuration management had been searching for. So why? Why is the server team so critical? It all comes down to the real job of configuration management, which is to connect two fundamentally different worlds, the world of code and the world of the environment it runs in. On one side, you've got the programming team, and they're laser-focused on application logic. On the other side, you have the environment team, the server folks, and they're managing all the hardware and database configs. These two groups are practically living on different planets. And this is where CCM truly finds its purpose. It's not just a document manager. It operates at the critical intersection where code meets infrastructure. It's the bridge that connects these two distinct yet completely interdependent worlds. So this brings up a really important organizational question, right? If CM is the bridge, which side of the river does it belong to? Is it part of the dev team or is it part of the infrastructure team? The answer is neither. And that is exactly where its true power lies. The value of configuration management comes from its unique, neutral position. It's not supposed to be on either side. Its purpose is to serve both and make sure they work together as one.
Now, this unique position as a neutral bridge completely challenges a very common misconception about CM's role in the tech world.
Think about it. In so many organizations, CM is kind of treated as a support role, isn't it? It's often seen as secondary to the real work of coding. But knowing that it's the critical bridge between code and environment, Does that really sound like just support?
Let's just look at the stakes. If that CIM bridge fails, bugs become impossible to reproduce because the environments don't match up. You get deployment accidents. Production and test environments drift so far apart they're unrecognizable. In short, the quality of the entire project just collapses.
And at the end of the day, this isn't just about technical quality. A strong partnership between CM and the server team creates the stable foundation for business trust. When the systems work reliably, clients trust you. It's that simple. If this deep dive is helping you see your own projects in a new light, make sure you're subscribed and have those notifications turned on. You won't want to miss what's next. Studio Player, thumbs up.
And all of this brings us to the final transformative takeaway from our author's entire experience.
Here is the core lesson of this entire story. The moment you stop seeing your primary partner as the person writing the code and start seeing them as the person building the environment, your entire perspective on how to deliver a successful project changes completely. So we end on this really powerful idea. Who you connect with defines your value. And that goes way beyond just configuration management, right? So think about your own work. Who is the partner you need to build a stronger bridge with? The answer just might redefine your success. Thanks for joining me for this one.